I realized that rejection and failure is something amazing. And that's something I see a lot from Ozzie. Because he puts the student in such a level that when they meet the fears like that, then everything seems easier. So the first time I assisted Ozzie in his bootcamp was in Vienna a couple of months ago. And I was so excited, I was holding the camera like that, I was walking around, yeah. So Ozzie's like that, I'm gonna open these 2 sets, make sure to grab a video. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I'm with the camera like that, I'm waiting for him to come. And she's like, not this set, the set behind them. And I check out and it's a couple making out. I'm like, what? What? So I was, oh, fuck. Waiting, and I see Ozzie be like, hey guys, boom. Opens the set. In the 30 seconds, the guy was like, oh man, yeah, my name's like that, thank you very much. The first minute, the girl was smiling. 1 minute later, I see Ozzie's like hugging, lifting, running. And the guy's behind. And like that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's been gaming since 2000. He's been teaching since 2003. He's been gaming all over the world, so it's easier because he is who he is. But it's not possible to be done. Comfort zone, okay. Next day, I see the student do exactly the same thing. I'm like, maybe it is possible. So we finished the bootcamp, I'm so excited. I was keeping notes on my phone like that. And I go to Manchester, and there is this club which is next to my place. I have great logistics, so I'm like, okay, let's go on my own. Let's go to do solo night game. I step inside, I see a huge dance floor. Fuck. And I step inside. I had to find, the most difficult set. So I see a couple making out. I go, I try to do exactly the same thing. Rejection. Fuck. Next set again. Boom. Rejection. Long story short, I got rejected by every making out set. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I did something wrong. Let's think about it. So I go outside of the club, I start smoking a cigarette, and I see a girl next to me smoking as well. I'm like, yeah, we can approach her. I approach her. After 5 minutes, I pulled her back to my place. Why? Not because of my game. Of course, it makes sense, but because as I realized that Ozzie's stretching your comfort zone so much in the dance floor, because imagine when you open a guy like that who is making out with a girl, when you go outside to a girl smoking alone, everything is so much easier. It's like a game. And that's the power I find, into stretching your comfort zone, into challenging yourself, into opening the most difficult sets. And now it's super addictive. I can't go out in a nightclub and open a regular girl. I just want to open a make-out set. And I'm like, where are the girls? Because, when you do that, you realize that, you have fun. Because it is fun to challenge yourself every single fucking day. It's super exciting. So, I want to summarize this story into 3 lessons that you can take for yourselves. The first thing is that you have to take action. You have to take fucking action, no matter what, no matter how much time you think you have, what's your business, what's your work, it doesn't matter. You have time to game. Even if it's 1 minute per day, even if it's 10 minutes per day, even if it's for a pickup marathon of 10, 15 hours per day. You can do it. What I do is that I create leverage to myself. So I go and I buy grocery stuff only for 1 day. So I'm forced to go out every day to buy new stuff, and I also approach girls in the same time. But you have to find your why and your goal. And I'm a huge supporter of this, find your why. I totally agree. Because when you have something motivating, which is greater than yourself, everything that stands in your way, you can make it happen. But the thing is that even if you have a why, even if you have a very specific goal, when you don't take action, it's nothing. So first thing, take action. Number 2, embrace the chaos, embrace rejection. Rejection, I see that on the students, I see that on myself because I'm a huge supporter, but rejection was, is, and will be your best friend. But you have, first of all, to let go of your ego, not to think that, oh, fuck, she rejected me, fucking bitch, or whatever. Stop cursing the girls. It's not their fault. You did something wrong. It was your mistake. So what you have to do is to think critically. What was your mistake? Why you did that mistake? And how you can make that change. So start writing field reports. Start sharing values to the inner circles. Why not? That's the thing. And also, you will help someone else who has the same problem, and someone else might see something that you don't know about your game. And number 3, and most important of all, is that everything is possible. Everything. It doesn't matter if you're ugly, if you're fat, if you're bald, if you're skinny, if you're short. It doesn't matter. The most important thing of all is to keep persisting no matter what. You will get rejected, but if you have your goal, take action, and keep moving forward, you're gonna make it happen. And to close this speech, I have a wish for every single one of you. Guys, I want you to fail. And I want you to feel frustrated about that. I want you to feel like shit. I want you to feel bad. I want you to feel the pain. But then I want you to stand up and do one more step. Approach one more set. Talk to one more girl. Because it's in your life, it's your life, and you have to take advantage of it. You might get rejected, but remember that there is this quote that says that from the darkest points of your life, there always comes light. Thank you very much.
Stay